personality disorder. I decided to shoot at a different angle today so you can see how much room there really is. I'll get out of the shot. Look at that. That's a lot of room for filming. Watch this. I can run back and forth. There's so much room. I haven't had that much room for filming ever. So we need to thank my buddy who's letting me stay with him for that. So thank you, buddy, that's letting me stay with you. Alright, moving on. This video, I made a mistake in yesterday's video and I'm like, oh, the next video will be on transition. So I guess I have to do a video on transitioning. So here we go. This is the transitioning video. You excited? Well, it's exciting. You should be excited. I'm excited to give you the video. Jesus. So, here's how it goes down. I'm in best care for X amount of days. In best care, I live with 17 other guys that all want to get into recovery, that all are trying to stay clean. I have all these counselors. Well, my last day there, before I left, they have a graduation for me, where I get to stand up in front of all of them. And my counselor gives this really heartwarming speech about how I'm not the man that I used to be and how much I've grown since I first entered best care. It almost brought a tear to my eye. Then I get a coin that's got some cool stuff written on it. I don't have the coin right now. I will bring it in another video and read you what it says. Then I pass the coin around. It's a ceremony type thing. We pass the coin around and each guy gets to say something to me before I go. And so they're all giving me words of encouragement. Jeremy, we know you can make it out there. And just stay sober. You know, you rock, man. You're awesome. For me, it's great because I have borderline personality disorder, if you don't know. And so I always think down on myself, and I never think anybody likes me. And here's 17 people, plus the counselors, telling me how loved I am. Right? So I'm feeling super loved. I'm feeling it. I'm really digging it. And it's like exciting, and everyone's like, yeah! And like balloons come down from the ceiling, and confetti, and everyone starts chanting my name as I'm walking out. It's like, Jeremy, 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 Jeremy! And then the door's shut. And it's just silence. So here I am with my trash bags of stuff, just standing outside best care. All the cheering's gone away, and I'm just out in the real world. Well, luckily, I was able to get a ride to Klamath Falls through TransLink. Yeah, it's amazing. They drove me the 300 plus miles wherever to my destination. So thank you, TransLink. I recommend them, and thank you, taxpayers, for paying for that ride, because I don't have insurance. I'm on, you know, the state's insurance. So thank you very much. All you taxpayers out there, I appreciate it. So I get this ride. I'm really uncomfortable about it because I don't like people. They make me nuts. I don't like people. It ends up being this chick that's going to give me a ride. I don't remember her name. I didn't bother to learn it. But she's going to give me the ride. So already I feel better because I thought I was going to get a ride from some like big heavy-set dude that looked like he just got out of prison. That'd be like, you got a purty mouth, boy. Let's get in the car and go. And I didn't want that. Did not want that. I do not have a purty mouth. But luckily it's this chick, and she's kind of cute. Alright, I mean, she's doable. I wouldn't have said no. And so we're going to have to drive these long miles, like 200, 300, 400 miles. I don't know. It's a long ways. It's a 5.5 hour drive. We ended up doing it in 6.5 hours because we had to stop to smoke and to take pisses and stuff, alright? So being in the car with her for like 6.5 hours, of course, being borderline, the fact that she's talking to me causes me to lose it, well, kind of, and start thinking, you know, like, now I'm imagining that, like, this is my girlfriend and we're on, like, some road trip, right? That's where my head's at. And I'm thinking, like, she's going to stay with me in Cloverdale or whatever, and like we'll have kids and it'll be a happy, happy life. That's how crazy I am. Of course, none of that happened. She just drops me off outside of the like mental hospital that I had to check into. Well, I didn't have to check into it, but I had to check in and let them know I was in town. That's how crazy I am. They wanted me to go by the mental hospital first and let them know I was in town. So she drops me off there and then just drives off like nothing. And then I remember it's her freaking job. She was just nice to me because it's her job. So then I'm feeling kind of offended because I had already had our children and everything planned out. And she just drove away out of my life. Another one abandons me, right? But really, why was I thinking like it's her job? Why would I care? I'm not some crazy cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. I don't know. So now I got to go into the mental health place, and they like really don't care that I'm there. Oh, you got an appointment on the 26th. Come back later. So my buddy that's letting me live with him, I call him and I'm like, I'm ready for a ride. And he's like, great, I'll be there in 3 hours. 3 hours. Luckily his car was nearby so I could put all my crap in his car. And I'm like, okay, 3 hours. What am I going to do for 3 hours while I wait for this guy? I'll take a walk. What's the worst that can happen? I thought I'd walk around, I'd kind of see my old apartment, kind of get a feel for the town again. I get out of the car, I go 1 block and bam! What do I run into? Somebody on drugs that I know. They all come up to me and they're like, hey, I haven't seen you forever. My apartment's right over there, let's go get high. Really? I've been in town less than 10 minutes and already I bumped into somebody that wants to give me free drugs. That's a good day for me usually. I love that. I love free drugs. Nobody ever offers me free drugs, and here's an individual offering me free drugs, and I have the time to do it. I have 3 hours to kill. I'm bored. I could go get high for 3 hours. But I didn't, because I'm not supposed to. They brainwashed me, and that brainwashing like went against what I'd really like to do. I'd really like to just go get high, but no, that brainwashing was like, no, you can't do it. It's kind of like a Clockwork Orange when he was all violent and crazy and then they brainwashed him and then he couldn't even kill flies or something. I'm like a pussy down version of what I used to be. Oh, no, no. So I just went back to the car and I sat in the car for 3 hours watching YouTube videos on my phone because I gotta support YouTube. And I didn't want to walk around and run into anybody else. So then, my buddy finally shows up, drives me to his house, which is a nice house by the way, a little bit of a fixer-upper. Great studio though. And, who does he have living with him? Who? I have to whisper this part because they're right upstairs. But who does he have living with him? One of my old drug dealers. Yes, and somebody else I got high with, living with him. There's only 5 people I ever got high with in this town, and he's got 2 of them living at his house. Lovely, right? Lovely. That was a shocker. Thanks for letting me know, buddy. So I got tested that first day a lot. Second day, I was just feeling, I was overwhelmed the second day because when I was in treatment, I had this plan for when I got out. I was going to get out, I was going to get a job, I was going to get a car, get an apartment or a house, and I expected that to be instantaneous. And here it was, day 2, and I don't have any of that. And so I started feeling down and depressed. Also, I've got 2 people that I got high with upstairs, right? Right there. And so that's making my head all like, I wonder if they still get high, you know? And then I'm like, no, don't think that way. Bad idea. So I don't want to really be around nobody. I'm just hiding out in my room, which hiding out in my room is very depressing for me. I hate hiding out in my room. It's sad. I feel like miserable when I hide out in my room. But here I was hiding out in my room, thinking all these bad thoughts. Wondering if I was ever going to feel normal or transition. Then we get to day 3. Well, day 3, I finally decided to start using some of my tools I learned at Best Care, which are to not make assumptions is one of them. So I shouldn't be making assumptions thinking these people are still using. That's wrong on my part. So I stopped making assumptions. Then I realized that I have to give my life over to a higher power. I can't control anything. My best thinking got me to Best Care. My best thinking got me there. So why am I trying to take control of my life again? That's horrible. I can't manage my own life. It's impossible. I suck at it. So I got down on my knees. I humbled myself. I got down on my knees and I prayed for, to be used as a vessel or something, but to help take my burdens away. And my higher power did. And I haven't been all freaking out anymore. But now my higher power is having me do things like take these people to meetings to try to help them, and trying to be positive and say, I don't want to do that shit, but that's what my higher power tells me to do, to use all the tools I learned in Best Care and try to share them with other people. And I asked for it, because I was praying and I was like, God, get me out of my head, help me out, show me the way. And the way He shows me the way is not what I wanted to do, and that's what sucks about having a higher power sometimes. Be careful what you pray for. Prayers come true. Sometimes not the way you want them to. It's kind of like the genie, and he gives you 3 wishes, and you wish for something, and it just all backfires. That's how God works sometimes. You wish for something, and then He gives it to you, but it's not the way you wanted it. But I'm not feeling as crazy, so today I feel normal. I don't know if you can tell from the last video, but I'm a little, once again, no editing, but I seem to stay on topic a little more. My head seems a little more straight. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think I should be making assumptions? Or just let it go? Let me know in the comments section. And just remember that none of you are alone. We're all in this together. If you're feeling alone, just watch a video, because you won't feel alone after watching one of my videos. At least I hope not. I hope you'll feel like there's somebody else out there that can help you. And share that. I mean, I would like to hear from you guys, so let me know. Do you like the videos? Do you not like the videos? Let me know in the comments section. Remember, you're not alone. Until next time, later or something.